we were not even supposed to be Nigerians in the first place. We were the Royal Niger Company. Do you understand? Yeah. So we're basically a company for the British to take resources and blah, 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 and go for Britain.
Right.
Do you understand? And then somewhere along the line, the company decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right.
Yeah. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners. The rest of the people are what?
Right.
Collateral damage.
But why do you think it's important for you personally to deliver that message? Like, you feel like
it's not important for me personally. It's important for everybody that knows. Once you know, then it becomes important. If you know and you have the capability to say no.
He said, you know, fighting for self freedom is not a crime. That is our time the Nigerian government and the British come out to kick against the illegal detention.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remain one and the only Biafran evangelist, and I will continue to spread the truth. I love what is happening now, because when I come across this, I was very, very, happy that it has become the parliament of the UK and the parliament of Africa. Pan versus Pan. Matanga versus Masanga. You understand? And Partel. Yeah, Masanga versus Partel. It is not the two battle field. It's going to be very, very interesting battle in the parliament of the judge of the International Court of Criminal Court of Justice. I love what is going on now, you know, because there is a way, as a rule, you know, there's a way something go reach, you know, it becomes another thing. See, how can a whole citizen of yours, your own blood, be having a problem? You will not speak about it. That means it is too obvious, because there is something that is behind what has happened. See, let me tell you, I must be honest to you now with what has happened regarding the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It was the UK that instructed Kenya to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
So they are aware.
They are not aware. They are the one that instigated it.
Why is it that they don't want? Some people say Nigeria is a corporation or a company to the British.
Don't you know that Nigeria is an investment?
Do you think that
Nigeria is a firm, a British firm. Nigeria is a British company.
That's what Burna Boy said.
No matter of Burna Boy
was saying the truth.
Of course.
Nigeria is a company to the.
Hello, Nigeria is a British establishment. Nigeria is a British firm. That is why I told you people, time without number, and I'm repeating it now, that Nigeria did not have independence. What they only gave to you was partial in the face, in the eyes of the world. But they know what they are doing. And that is why they stand a chance to enjoy 65 to 70% of Nigerian resources and economy. Why you being in Nigeria and just sharing 40% or 30%? Are you not a fair?
Is not up to.
Excuse me, go and do your findings. Do your findings. This I'm telling you, Google it. County Island, Tinker Island. Go and check how much they are making and how much the British is making, collecting from there. I know what I'm telling you, honestly. Do you know how much UK is making from Nigeria oil on daily basis? Do you know? You see why they are, using Hope Uzodiojo to build that Imo State plant so that they can use it to do what? To suck our gas. Currently now, Nigeria remains one of the richest and the largest gas nation currently now, as we speak. Are you getting it? So they are looking for a way to suck it again, because they have not been sucking it. So that is why you see them building that huge gas plant, power plant in Imo State, so that they will lay the pipe from Nigeria here down to Morocco. And that was what made them to be fighting for the freedom, total freedom of Morocco. You understand? By the time they succeeded Morocco having their sovereignty as a nation, then they will pass through Morocco and channel it to Spain. By the time they reach Spain, then the Europeans will now do what? Distribute it. Because Russia that supplies gas to Europeans are now using it to threaten them. You see why the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a slap or a kind of a hook on the neck of the British. That this man want to spoil our business. You see why they turn their back against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Despite the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me use the word, was. Because if he is, they should have asked of him. I don't know whether you get my point. You see why I say they are the one that instigated all this. And that was why they kept silent. Up to this very day. And that is what under the Biafrans hope to rechannel it and their energy back to US and Russia and Israel. Currently now, you will see in Africa that Russians are coming to help Africans without demanding anything from them. People like Burkina Faso, Niger, Senegal, Mali, and the rest. Without doing what? Demanding for anything. They just need their total freedom. See, that is to tell you that Africa is here to have their total freedom, independence. With what is going on, it shows that Africa is here to have a total independence. They are just championing independent. They are yet to have total independence until now. What is it called? Russians is helping other African countries now to achieve their total independence. So, including Nigeria, what you have was partial independence, not a total independence. And that is why the British still have upper hand over your constitution, still have upper hand over your resources, still have upper hand over everything that you have. They are still in control. Do you know that before you become a president of Nigeria, you must see the concept of the British? They must approve who? Of course, they must approve whosoever that will rule Nigeria. They decide.
So they cannot approve Peter Obi because we know that the
Igbos they can never approve Peter Obi because Peter Obi is one of the enemy.
So you feel that that's what's giving you the confidence that Peter Obi can never become president of Nigeria?
Of course, I'm telling you. But Peter Obi, there is no need of him, but let him join us and fight the battle. Biafra, that is only where Peter Obi can become a president. I don't know whether you get my point. So what Matanga is doing now is what Africa is supposed to, through the speeches of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's speech opened many Africans' eyes. People like Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso. Hello? Are you hearing me? You get my point? So the speech of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave impetus of boldness in Burkina Faso to that young man. And what have you? So what are we actually saying? So Pan-Africa, what they are fighting for is the right thing. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have opened their eyes. Their eyes wide open. Now, their eyes is open. And as I speak to you, that is why you see them rising up fighting for him. See Matanga now writing to the parliament of the UK. President Partel telling them to stand up to do the needful. Because so far so good, they have not done anything. And according to the law, even the Nigerian law, I quote and unquote, according to Nigerian law, section 135, subsection 5, stated it clearly that a president of a nation have right to a free person like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That means Bola Ahmed Tinubu, without any concept of seeking any concept of anybody, the support of anybody, with his position, he have right to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yeah, go. Another second person who can do that, which it has happened before in Nigeria, was the Attorney General of the Federation. Fagbemi, or is it Fagbemi? Or he has the right. Latif Fagbemi. He has the right as the Attorney General of the AGF of the Federation to ask to seek for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in which it has happened before. Is it not Garadima was the Attorney General then when Bode somebody was arrested like this. He was the one that seek and the release of that Fulani man. Do you understand? So, and the third party, according to the law of, I'm not talking of, I say Nigerian law. According to the law, then the is the British, whose passport was found in the hand of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as their citizen. So the British are the third party who have the right to demand for their child. And remember, if in case you forget, what was the reason why Israel rose up against Hezbollah in 2004? It was as a result of the arrest of the Israeli soldier. One Israeli soldier which Hezbollah seized. That was what triggered Israel to do what? To wage war against Hezbollah in 2004. Do your findings. That is the people that value their citizen, value life. They know the importance of that soul. But because this one, Igbophobia, let me tell you, Igbophobia, that was why all these three panels failed to do the needful, including the British. And that is why I am blaming and I am mocking and I am laughing at the Igbos that are seeking for this thing as in the name of asylum. You are going to, you look at a country to go. Why not go to Ghana instead of going to UK? What is UK? What did they have? Empty nation. Their total UK is an empty nation. There is no difference between UK and Nigeria. In fact, it's better you stay in Lagos here than going to UK. They are empty nation. They have nothing to offer. They only live by tax. And that tax that they live, that which they survive with, was the tax that they tax foreigners. I don't know whether you get my point. And that is it. So why should I be bothering myself as I am now and my age now? If I want to seek for visa, now UK I go to seek for waiting now. Instead of that, I better travel to Ghana.
But Masaka talk about the rule of law in Nigeria. I said it has collapsed totally.
Of course, that is why I quoted the scripture that the three panels are supposed to seek for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without even wasting time. They couldn't do it because the Nigerian law, Nigerian constitution, Nigeria have collapsed. Everything done. Idris sang a song. He say Nigeria jaga jaga, and they say it's a madman. No, I'm asking now, is Nigeria not jaga jaga?
Now?
What's that than now? When they sang that song, Nigeria jaga, but now is jaga jaga. Yes. How much was the price of goods as at that time? And how much is the price of goods presently now?
Well,
and how was your law being managed or being used as at that time? And how is it being used and managed now? Go to your judicial system, everything don't collapse. Go to Nigerian police, everything don't collapse. Go to Nigerian army, everything don't collapse. Go to your DSS, everything don't collapse. Go to your custom, it don't collapse. Tell me tell me where you will go in Nigeria now. Any department or any force that is functioning well according to the law or as the law say. Mention one. 0/0. That's Nigeria for you. So Pan-Africa, there we are 100% right. Nigerian constitution don't paralyze to the fullness. To the fullness, it has paralyzed and collapsed. Unrepairable. You see why I don't need somebody like Obi? I don't want Obi. What Obi coming to do there? 4 years. What will he do? Something that it took Nigeria 60-something years to dabaru, to scatter, to spoil. Then you think within 4 years that you can fix it. Who says who? Even Jesus, God self, will not send Nigeria message.
But just like we said earlier, Burna Boy said Nigeria just like a company to the British. Do you think that they know that immediately Biafra go and Nnamdi Kanu is released, that their company called Nigeria will be totally dissolved?
Of course, that is why they are keeping adamant in the freedom of that young man. Because once you release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, you have released Biafra. No two ways about it. Once Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is out, Biafra is gone. Hello? Once you free him, Biafra is gone. Because first and foremost, I will tell you, when he leave Nigeria, he will go and take care of himself. By the time he's coming back in another dimension. And by the time he return back to Nigeria, it's another music that Nigeria will begin to dance. It will not be a game of the usual. You see this one that they play, it has been played, and we have already seen. They say, ikukuku, afiko, koko. We have seen the nyash of fowl through the breeze. We have seen Nigeria finish. We have seen everything about Nigeria. We have seen what Nigeria can offer. We know what they have on the table. We have seen it all. Let him go. By the time they free him, they will now see. See, let me tell you, this time is not the Biafra of Ojukwu. Are you hearing me? The Biafra of now is not Biafra of Ojukwu. The Biafra of Ojukwu has played his own game and is gone. That time has gone. The current Biafra now is quite different from the Biafra of Ojukwu, and they are going to see the real Biafra. And that is why, see, go to court to go and see what is happening in court of Finland. As I speak to you now, do you know that Finland is now waiting for Nigeria in ICC to come and defend their deal? And Nigeria couldn't go ever since 3 months now. Nigeria couldn't go because they don't have anything to offer to defend. And the update is, we updating the Finnish government steady. On the daily basis of what is going on in Nigeria, they are updating Simon Ekpan, and Simon Ekpan is updating them. You know, people are like, hey, he's in the prison. He's not anywhere. The last court, he drove by himself to the court room. What are you saying? Nigeria is here. The other time, was it not 2 months ago, you people, the bloggers, Nigerian bloggers came up, they want to, you know, rendition Simon Ekpan to Nigeria. Was it not when probably me come up, we never have partner with that. Our hand is that is when Nigeria is beginning. But when I was saying it, did you people believe? You didn't believe until when he said it. Nigeria doesn't, they know the sea road there, they don't know anything where they happen there. As I speak to you, even over there now, the only charges that remain out of the 16 charges count that they leveled against Simon Ekpan. Do you know that they have dropped the terrorist case against Simon Ekpan? Do you know that Nigeria have dropped that case? Yes, against Simon Ekpan. But go and do your findings. I'm not just telling you, Father. I said do your findings. When you finish, go and do your findings. They have the only case that still stands now, that remain now, is the case of the cyber. Hello? Is the case of cyber. Officially, as I speak to you, Simon Ekpan have hired one Iranian lawyer. What I'm telling you, when you finish, do your findings. Iranian lawyer who resided at South Africa is now Muhammad, somebody like that. Sherif, Muhammad Sherif or thereabout. Is now part of it now. The game. See, everything according to, so the Finnish government is waiting for Nigeria based on this cyber of a thing. By the time they verify this one and finish, you know, Nigeria, they don't know that the Finnish government sent somebody to Nigeria to come and do some findings regard to the what they said, allegation against Simon Ekpan. They don't know. They don't know. They just send them. But the report to which they got was what they are using now against Nigeria with their report. Where is Bianca? Sidious Musa? Where are they today? They are nowhere to be found, and they cannot come to defend it. From now till September, you will hear that Simon Ekpan is completely out of the Nigerian nonsense. And that time, Nigeria now, Kamatasi goes Saga, and I rest my case.
Be told, the race that first discovered prosperity and wealth, and they really nurtured it, are the Igbo race. The Igbos first discovered it through their ancestral background, the lineage of Obatala, discovered the prosperity and wealth in terms of the divinity world. And that's the reason why today the race of Igbo people, they're very, very particular, and they have very good expertise when it comes to commerce. They are very distinct all over the world. There is no place in the world that you will go that you won't find an Igbo man. And the same goes with the Jews. There is this mistake that the world usually make. They make this mistake that the Igbos came from the Jews. No, it is the other way around. The truth be told, the first human race that existed was the Igbos before the Jews, and we were all living together at the center of tropical rainforest, which is the heart of the whole thing, the land of expansion. We were all living together as one big happy family before they started moving clockwise. They started moving towards the eastern part of the world, where they started settling. So the race of the Jews and the Igbos are very similar, but the Igbos are way older than the Jews. They are both commercially driven, they are both enterprise in nature, they are both driven by wealth, because that is their ancestral belief. That's the race they belong to. In Nigerian economy today and the entire black race, if you don't give honor to the Igbos in terms of commerce and trade, you are just deceiving yourself. So the truth be told, let us go back to our history, where we all came from. Ideally, the Igbos are supposed to join us to celebrate this festival because it belongs to them and the entire human race and the Yoruba race. We are just the custodian because at some point we were all living together here. So let us realize what connects us. What connects us is more important than what brings us, that separates us. This is one of the major things that connects us together. So I want to use this medium of this festival to reach out to them, for them to dig out more facts about their history, the main scholars in Igbo land, to fact find their roots and ascertain the fact that we were all living together as one big happy family. And Igbos, they don't joke with kola nut, and we use kola nuts to appease